Then he took it a step further and he said, you know what? I'm just not going to give any energy to these other ones. I am really going to focus strictly on my one business. Hi everyone, it is Tina with Picture It Personal Finance. I work with solopreneurs and small business owners to set really tangible and practical revenue goals that they can focus on, and in so doing, blow their ever-loving minds. I have a particular client in mind today as I make this video, and I want to share what some of the results can look like for you if you apply some really simple approaches to your business. This is a person who has been a serial entrepreneur for as long as he can remember. He has perpetually been trying out, starting a variety of different businesses, letting them go for a while, and then sort of letting them drift away until they come back into focus. And then he's like, oh, let me do something with this again. And then he makes some more progress on it. In doing this, he has made a bit of money off of each one of these, but nothing really to write home about. As a matter of fact, when I first met him, he was bringing home about $30,000 a year in his most productive business. That business has become his focus point. Part of the work that we did together was looking at the various businesses that he had, applying to business in general, the same principles that we have when it comes to debt repayment. So many of you guys know that whether you like the snowball method or the avalanche method or the emotional baggage method, which I believe I've talked about in a different video and I will link for you, no matter which method you use, the bottom line for paying off debt is you want to focus on one and just do the bare minimum on the others while you give your vast attention and resources to the one that you are tackling and targeting to knock out. Once that debt is knocked out, then you can move to the next thing on your list. I apply this principle to everything in my life. When I work on a project, I want to give as much attention to that and kind of do like the bare minimum on my other tasks until that project is done, because it allows me to finish things. It allows me to feel complete and completion and get that check mark on my to-do list. I love those check marks. I think you guys already know that about me. That being said, I was working with somebody who is a serial entrepreneur, and he wasn't ready to say no to all of his businesses, but he was ready to say, I'm going to focus on this one, give this one the vast majority of my attention, and do the bare minimum on these other ones. And in so doing, he brought his revenues from $30,000 in 1 year to $80,000 in the next year, which I thought was phenomenal. I really was so impressed by that. Then he took it a step further and he said, you know what? I'm just not going to give any energy to these other ones. I am really going to focus strictly on my one business. And in doing that, he's going to double his income for sure. Let me put it like that. $160,000 is for sure going to happen for him this year. And frankly, he's going to probably blow that out of the water. When I think about this, even I am like, can we just stop and be a cheerleader? Can we look at what you've accomplished and just be super amazed by that? Now, there's a lot of other work we still need to focus on, right? Or we need to give attention to in his business, right? You can grow your revenues, but then you have to also look at like, how profitable is this? Is this really the right direction to be in? And there should be course corrections along the way, but that's the power of focus. Now that he's giving undivided attention to that particular business, he's able to ask the questions of, how can I make this better for my team? How can I make this better for my clients? How can I make this better for my marketing approach? With the focused attention on the one business, he is perpetually problem solving and he is incrementally improving every month. Have you guys ever heard of that description of like, you've got an airplane that's flying along? I'm almost certain I've talked about this in other videos, but it's flying along and then it's off by just 1 degree. And so the difference of where it should have been being here, but to where it ended up after flying for several hours is very dramatic. These little small increments of movement that you can do even in your business can produce dramatic results. Tweaking just a few things here and there can lead to a compound effect that is really dramatic in your business. And I am witnessing this in my one client that I'm talking about today, but honestly, I'm seeing that in my own business and I'm seeing that in other client businesses as well. I want to remind all of you that as you are working through your business growth and as you are working through your money management, remember to give that focused attention to the thing that you're really striving toward in the moment that you're in now. And let that stay your objective and tweak along the way. In doing that, you will have tremendous success. You will have definitely a firm confidence in hitting your goal. And this is extremely powerful because when you are a finisher, when you hit those goals, the confidence that you build in yourself, the confidence you build in your clients, the confidence you build in your strategic referral partners and anybody who's watching you, it just begins to grow exponentially. And then it's like as though opportunities just fall into your lap. It is such a tremendous thing to witness and to see. So this is a video for encouragement for those of you who are like, I don't know if I'm on the right path. I'm telling you now, stay the course. Pick the path that you want to be on and recognize that as you're walking down that path, you can do little tweaks here and there, make it a more enjoyable trip for yourself, make it a more focused trip for yourself, make it a more productive trip for yourself, but don't go changing courses and go on a totally different trip altogether. Stay the course. And I promise you it will pay out. All right, short video for today. I hope that's a nice voice of affirmation for you who are making these decisions, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.